We got my cousin Darrel is in town, so this is a treat for everybody. Darrel has a lot of life lessons. He's lived a very hard life. He's got a lot of miles on his tires, and so basically we're going to be trying to take a bit of a back seat this week. We're going to see what we can learn from Darrel, you know? What do you got to say, Darrel?
My name's Darrel. Kind of things I've done in my life.
This is a children's show.
I went to a special college called a College for Criminals, where I learned everything I possibly could.
I think, yeah, it's called Rikers Island Institute.
University.
For the criminally insane.
For the criminally astute.
So what we did, Darrel, he called up some of his expatriate contacts or whatever. Got his hands on a couple of full commercial, industrial size quality container units of fireworks. So we're sampling a couple of these. We're going to be selling these out on the highway later.
Yeah, so I think Robert Plant's probably one of the coolest guys that ever lived, man. He's really one of my biggest influences, dude. That guy.
So Darrel, did you ever participate in the manufacture or sale of fireworks, specifically across straight lines in unlicensed jurisdictions?
Man, let me tell you, I used to know this one guy. I ran around with him. His name was Jake motherfucking Calhoun. He had two brothers. That son of a bitch. He had two brothers that lived with him, and those were some of the craziest motherfuckers I ever met.
Because I'm also haven't paid rent in 6 months. My landlord is talking about evicting me if I don't pay rent, and I'm dealing with all this shit.
One time, those motherfuckers, they had this 1994 Chevrolet Capri. They tried to go.
So, but anyways, so you basically got the good stuff on one side, and you got this over here. You can throw that shit over there. All right.
Do some Dukes of Hazzard shit right into a Taco Mile parking lot. They high centered that shit right in the middle, right on that goddamn curb.
Because when you're, who actually runs the government? When you're one of the people, you are the government.
Man, and this other time, I went to my motherfucking uncle's house. I tried to borrow a fucking skill saw from this motherfucker. See, I had to pawn my skill saw because I owed some dude some money, but
taxpayers. Anyways,
I fucking get the old motherfucker. You in there?
Hey, bring that camera up here. Just show my when you're built like a goddamn silverback gorilla. You think I'm afraid? Oh, I'm afraid of some little. There's some little fucking particle thing, some imaginary little pixie dust that's gonna get you sick or whatever. And I go, well, I could pick up a fucking 200-pound log.
I'm not even fucking joking. 8, 9 inches long.
Fucking Christmas tin. You put a hole in the top.
I'm not talking about one of these tiny little curves and stuff. I'm talking.
And we're gonna just want to make sure everything's fucking pretty good and tight. And why isn't that burning my fucking hand then? Is that not out?
Oh no.
Go light that back on fire. Go get your lighter. Go get.
I could really sing. He had a pair of pipes on him like you wouldn't fucking believe, man. Led Zeppelin's probably one of the greatest bands I ever fucking heard of, man. I'll tell you that much.
So you want to prep your area. You want to make sure you're free of dead wood. You're free of dried grass. You're free of brush. You're free of any neighbors that might call the cops.
Thing about holes, every man needs to know how to dig a hole. Not just a long sort of body shaped hole, but I'm talking about like a deep hole. A hole that I suppose you could stand up in if you were to somehow find yourself in that hole.
God damn, that's so fucking strong.
When the aliens come, holes don't matter anyways. You can't dig a hole deep enough to get away from the aliens. They have ground penetrating radon beams.
All right, now Ranger campers. So we prepared our Christmas dish. You saw my cousin Darrel is preparing the hole, so now this is the last part of the recipe. You put it down in here. Hey, this is important to do when you're dealing with like first time exposures. You know, like you don't know how crazy it's gonna be, so like a good thing to do is just you dig a hole, blow it up in the hole, and then you'll figure it out. You'll be like, oh well, you figure out what you can get away with, and you know, 5 times out of 10, you'll be like, well, I'll be able to blow this up on my roof later. But for now, we're starting in the hole. And definitely not a bomb. We definitely didn't add in 20-25 pounds of tannerite with diesel fuel. So this is just a normal firework kind of thing. So